Chapter 663, Paradise Freezes Over. In the training yard I was testing the full extent of the power of the Fire Devil fruit. I was using powerful moves of pure fire and I used all kinds of awesome techniques. Nami told me that Luffy's brother Ace used several techniques when he had the power of the Fire Devil fruit. And they are as follows. Kajiro, Kager, literally meaning heat haze. Ace shoots a stream of fire from the palm of his hand. This was first seen being used to stop Smoker from catching Luffy, neutralizing the former's smoke assault. Inyomo, in Jame, literally meaning blaze net. Ace creates a circle of fire around a selected area, preventing anyone from entering or leaving it. This was first seen being used against the Marines in Alabasta under the command of Smoker, and was named in a flashback against Whitebeard. Hygen, literally meaning Fire Fist. Ace's apparent signature attack and the source of his nickname Fire Fist Ace. Ace turns his fist into flames and launches it as a column of fire at his target. This attack is so incredibly powerful that it is able to plow through several ships in one shot. However, it was completely neutralized by Akainu's Dai Funka, and is the final attack Ace ever used prior to his death shortly after. Higan, literally meaning fire gun, pointing the index and middle fingers of both hands at an opponent like guns. Ace turns his fingertips into flames and shoots bullets made of fire from them. This technique was first seen when Ace retaliated against Van Augur's attack. Enkai, literally meaning flame commandment. Ace amasses a large amount of flames around his body, usually by first swinging his outstretched hand around him, summoning the flames, in preparation for an attack. This is apparently the prerequisite technique before Ace can use Hibashira. Its name may play on Enkai, meaning circle in Japanese, referencing the swirling form of the fire conjured. Hibashira, literally meaning fire pillar, used following Enkai. Ace shoots the collected flames straight upward, destroying a target above him. It can also be fired downwards to clear any enemies that might be below him while he's in mid-air. This technique and its prerequisite technique were first seen when Jesus Burgess threw a hotel at Ace. Hibashira is a generic word for columns of fire. Hadarubi, literally meaning firefly light. Ace creates many small, glowing greenish-yellow fireballs that float around an enemy. The idea behind this attack's name is that before Ace attacks with them, the small fireballs look like fireflies in the air. This move is apparently used in preparation for Hidaruma and was first seen in Ace's battle against Blackbeard. Hidaruma, literally meaning on fire / ablaze. After using Hadarubi to send the fireballs floating around in proximity with the enemy, Ace sends them all flying into the target, all at once, burning them. This was first seen being used in Ace's battle against Blackbeard after Blackbeard performed his initial attacks. In the Pirate Warriors games, the fireballs from Hadarubi actually home in targets themselves, while Hidaruma is instead a grab attack where Ace captures his target as he plows them into the ground for an explosion, which he leaps back from. Shinka, Shiranui, literally meaning God Fire, unknown fire. Ace hurls long lances made out of fire. The lances have the combined effect of simultaneously burning an opponent while piercing them. This was first seen being used against Blackbeard when Ace was being pulled forward by the former's power. Shiranui is a supernatural, ghostly phenomenon from the Japanese folklore of Kysh. Also called sea fire, the term refers to mysterious lights on the sea, similar to will-o'-the-wisps. Jujika, literally meaning crossfire. Ace places his index fingers together in a cross shape before launching a cross-shaped column of fire directly at his opponent. In the anime, after crossing his fingers, a cross-shaped ray of light can be seen emanating from the fingers at the target, followed by the column of fire. This was first seen being used against Blackbeard after Ace attacked him with Shinka, Shiranui. The name of the technique is a pun since, written as such in Japanese, it refers to the crossfire of guns as opposed to a literal cross of fire as created by Ace. Additionally, the homophonous Jajika refers to a cross for crucifixion. Dai Enkai, Entei, literally meaning Great Flame Commandment, Flame Emperor Ace's ultimate technique. After creating great spiraling flames centered on his location before massing it at a focused point, i.e. the palm of his hand, Ace then turns it into a gigantic fireball resembling the sun and hurls it at his opponent to try to obliterate them. This was only seen being used during the final moments of Ace and Blackbeard's battle. In One Piece, Unlimited Cruise, Ace activates this move by first bending his knees slightly and then placing the outstretched palm of his hand towards the ground, with his other hand gripping the wrist for support, where the flames manifest themselves into a sphere. Kyoka-en, Kaika-en, literally meaning mirror fire flame. Ace releases a wall of fire to block an attack. This was first seen to counter Aokichi's ice block, Pheasant Beak, the two attacks cancelling each other out. Twin Guns End Crossfire. Ace fires a volley of bullets from his two guns before finishing the technique with Jujika. I was using all the techniques I learned and they were incredibly powerful and destructive. They turned most of the training ground into a flaming battle zone and it was charred and burned beyond recognition with flaming battle craters everywhere. Me? Wow. What power. Nami wasn't kidding. I can't believe that Luffy's brother packed so much power. Robin came. Robin, One Piece you sure let loose on this field. Me? I had no idea that Ace packs so much power when he used the Fire Devil Fruit. Robin, OP it sure is. Let me show you an awesome ability of my Devil Fruit. She got into a stance. Robin, OP Cienfleur, wing. 100 hands grew from her back and turned into beautiful angel wings. I was amazed. Me? Wow. Robin you look like a true angel. Robin, OP I sure do. But I can only fly for 5 seconds. Me, that's not a very long time frame. But maybe I can fix that. I snapped my fingers and Robin can now use the Cienfleur wing technique at an infinite level. She can now use it longer and at will. Me, I made your Cienfleur wing technique last indefinitely and you can now use it at will and fly with ease. Robin was shocked and grateful. Me, shall we test it out? Robin, OP let's do it. I spread my wings of fire and we both flew into the air and after 5 seconds, Robin was now flying free. I have never seen her so happy and having so much fun. Robin, OPJD you've made me the happiest I've been in a while. Me, I'm glad you had a lot of fun. We sat on a bench in the garden and Robin decided to talk about her past. Robin, OPJD. I need to tell you all about my past. And it's not a pleasant one. Me, what happened? Nico Robin was born on the island of O'Hara, and came from a family of archaeologists. Her mother, Nico Alvia, went out to sea to find the true history when Robin was 2 years old, leaving her in the care of Alvia's brother and his wife, Roji. While Robin's father was never revealed, Alvia stated that she will honor her husband's dream. She then left to study the poneglyphs. Robin later wandered into the Tree of Knowledge and was allowed to read the books held within on Clover's invitation. Roji both verbally and physically abused Robin over menial actions. Roji made it obvious time and time again that Robin was not wanted. She was expected to keep out of sight and she was not allowed to participate in family celebrations. The powers of her devil fruit often freaked out or scared the other children. On top of that, often she would overhear the conversations of parents telling their children to avoid her at all cost, as well as other children calling her a demon. Her only friends were the scholars at the Tree of Knowledge, with Professor Clover of the Archaeology Lab, a friend of her mother, trying to take care of her. At only 8 years old, she aced an archaeology exam and was officially inducted as a scholar. However, when she announced that she, like her mother, wanted to find out the true, unrecorded history of the world, she was reproved by Clover, who told her she will get banned from the library if she continued to spy on the other scholars. Robin ran off crying and headed to the northwest beach of O'Hara, where she met the giant, Jaguar D. Sol, who was washed up on shore. The two became friends and Robin continued to visit him for the following 4 days, while he built his raft. After Sol found out he was on O'Hara and figured out that Robin was Alvia's daughter, He informed Robin about the battleships that were on their way to O'Hara to destroy due to the scholars studying the poneglyph. Nico Alvia had recently escaped off a marine ship and returned to O'Hara, due to Saul's efforts. She informed the archaeologists that her colleagues had been killed by the Marines. She told them that the Marines were able to infer that O'Hara was their homeland based on the items they possessed on the ship, and they were headed towards O'Hara, likely to kill them. The archaeologists, however, refused to leave. They wished to continue to protect the tree and the knowledge they had worked so hard to research and procure. When Alvia was warned that CP9 was on shore, she rushed out of the Tree of Knowledge, running past her daughter without notice. Robin arrived at the Tree of Knowledge, and asked Clover about her mother's whereabouts. As a wanted woman, Alvia wished to cut all ties with her daughter, so that Robin might not be associated with a criminal mother. Doing as Alvia wanted, Clover denied that Robin's mother was on the island, but Robin seemed skeptical. Clover quickly changed the topic and urged Robin to leave, and not to mention that she is an archaeologist, or she might be arrested too. Robin refused and CP9 bust into the Tree of Knowledge and began searching for the poneglyphs. Outside, agents warned the island's residents to move to the evacuation boat, or be destroyed. Alvia confronted Spandine, the director of CP9 at the time, but was quickly subdued by the brute force of his agents. Back at the Tree of Knowledge, all of the archaeologists were arrested and taken outside the tree, and once again Clover urged Robin to escape, but she refused once again. Spandine and the rest of CP9 arrived with a gravely wounded Alvia, who instantly recognized her daughter once her name is spoken. CP9 found the poneglyph in the basement of the tree, and Spandine sentenced the archaeologists to death by Buster Call. However, Clover began to speak out, talking to the five elders via Spandine's Den Mushi, stating his theory on why the government really wanted to keep the Void Century a secret. However, before Clover could reveal the name of the civilization he spoke of, he was shot point blank and mortally wounded. Seeing that the battleships had already arrived, Saul rushed off to find Robin. As the attack on O'Hara began, it was discovered that Robin also had the capacity to read poneglyphs. As the bombardment began, Spandine and CP9 made their exit, Robin and Alvia reunited, and shortly afterwards, Saul arrived. It was then revealed that Saul was a former vice admiral, and aided Nico Alvia with her escape. Alvia asked Saul to make sure that her daughter was taken safely off the island, and told Robin that she must continue to live. Robin begged to stay with her mother, but Alvia insisted on staying, as there was something more that she had to do. Saul followed Alvia's wish and managed to reach the island's shore. But the marine ships spotted him and opened fire. Seeing as he was carrying Robin, Saul put her down and retaliated in anger for almost hurting Robin, and destroyed several ships. Robin tried to make for the evacuation ship, but trying to use her Hana abilities to get aboard frightened the people on board. Plus Spandine told them to not let her on since she claims she is an archaeologist, though this would be fortunate for Robin. Saul noticed Spandine and charged towards his ship for his foolishness, but Vice Admiral Kuzan, later known as Admiral Aokiji, prevented him from getting that far, challenging him. The evacuation ship was destroyed by another Vice Admiral, Sakazuki, who did it as a precaution if any archaeologist had snuck aboard. This act disgusted both Saul and even Kuzan. Saul tried to get away with Robin, but he was frozen by Kuzan's ice power. Before being completely encased, Saul encouraged Robin to escape and that her friends were out in the ocean waiting for her. His last act was to laugh as he is frozen, sticking to his philosophy to laugh from his heart even in bad times, as most of the bearers of D did when they met their demise. Back at the Tree of Knowledge, Alvia, Clover, and the other scholars had tossed out as many books into the ocean as they could so future generations could find them. They then realized there was nothing more they could do and stood in the tree as it burned around them. Alvia apologized to Robin for not leaving any parting words as a mother. Robin ran to the raft that Saul built, only to be met by Kuzan. He told her that he was letting Robin go, since he was curious as to why Saul risked his life for her. However, Kuzan warned her that he will be the first to come after Robin if she tried anything. Robin then left on a boat guided by an ice path Kuzen set for her. Remembering Saul's words, she tried to laugh but wept as O'Hara was burned to the ground, which left her as the only survivor. Robin was found by a ship heading northwest of West Blue, and when she boarded it, somehow her bounty picture was taken. Spandine angrily explained to Sengoku that he tried to follow her, but his ship was caught on ice. For the world government to capture her, he suggested putting a bounty on her head, and sent Marines and agents to hunt her down, spreading the lie that she sank 6 ships to cover up the truth. The world government labeled her the Demon of O'Hara. They lied to the public that the Aharans were trying to find the ancient weapons to destroy the world, which was not what the Aharans were trying to do. Out of paranoia of what would become of her, the world government let word out that she posed a threat, and soon the world was brainwashed into thinking that Robin was trying to destroy the world. This negative gossip spread around the world, creating a half-truth myth. Terms like Devil Woman were born along with the belief that her very existence is a sin and considered her a terror. Robin's innocent life was ruined, and she grew up hating the government for the crimes they committed against her. Robin went to different people as the 20 years passed, all of whom tried to turn her in or kill her. Robin first encountered such attempts when she was taken in by an old farm lady, who she worked for and thought was kind. One night, the old farm lady told Robin that before they could eat she had visitors. The visitors turn out to be world government agents attempting to kill her. The old farm lady was last seen yelling at the agents, "Now give me the money. I turned her in for you," as she pulled the agent's clothes in anger. Next, Robin was then taken in by a couple, who she once again worked hard for. During the night, she overheard the people talking about turning Robin in. Robin then fled. After that, they angrily called Robin an unfortunate woman who betrayed their kindness. She joined her first pirate crew at age 8. However, after the world government caught up with her new crew, they assumed she had betrayed them. She fled before the pirates turned their anger against her. They even threw curses at her, calling her trouble. After that, Robin would often sit on a rock in pouring rain as a dog come to her begging for food. Robin apologized and said "Dear Shishi" for the last time. Robin then tried to help out in a shop, but the owner whacked her with a stick in anger, telling her that she was not allowed in. When she turned 16 years old, Robin joined an unknown organization, but it wasn't long before she betrayed the organization. At age 23, she entered the Grand Line from the West Blue through the Red Line where Mary Giose is located. At age 24, she joined the Baroque Works organization, which was led by Crocodile, who needed her ability to read the poneglyphs. While employed in the organization, she managed to stay on long term, safely hiding away from the world government. When she was done, Robin was crying and I was horrified. I comforted her. "Me, Robin, I completely understand how you feel. I know just what you went through. You and my little brother are both alike. Like you, Naruto has had to endure a majorly hard lifestyle that made his life make a walk through hell seem like child's play. It's something even I wouldn't wish upon my worst enemies. Urza Scarlet's life was almost exactly the same way. But her life was worse. But what your mother did to you was absolutely disgusting. She had no right to call herself a parent. I'm so sorry, Robin." Robin then broke down crying hard and I comforted her. My heart ached seeing her cry and it was a sad moment. "Me, it's okay, Robin. It's okay." Even the animals in our garden felt bad for her. Her life has been very dark from the beginning and I opened her up to the light. ******. The next day I was over in Florida. I was in the city of Miami riding on my Rapidash. Me, inhales, smell the air of the ocean. It's so beautiful and invigorating. Rapidash Nate. We rode around the city and it was so amazing. Me, wow. Miami is just as amazing as I remember. As we rode on we saw a brand new bridge next to the Florida Keys Bridge. Me, that bridge is brand new. Let's go see Rapidash. We rode up to a hill and we saw a long bridge built right next to the Florida Keys Bridge. Me, What a huge bridge. Let's see here. I form a holographic map on my device and it showed that the bridge connects all the way from Miami, Florida to Sunnytown on Eleuthera Island in the Bahamas. Me? Wow. This bridge is 253 miles long. This has to be one of the longest bridges in the world. It would take days to ride by bike. Sunnytown? Wait. Jesse and James are from Sunnytown. Excuse me. We saw a Nurse Joy in Miami. Me? Oh hello. Are you Nurse Joy? Nurse Joy, I sure am. I have numerous cousins. Me? So we have seen. I'm JD Knudsen, leader of Team Loud Phoenix Storm. Nurse Joy, oh wow. It's such a pleasure. Would you mind helping me out? Me? Certainly. What's the problem? Nurse Joy, you see, I'm worried about the Pokemon in Sunnytown, just over the bridge. That's very sick. Me? Oh no. You called the right person, Nurse Joy. I'm more than happy to help. Nurse Joy, thank you so much, JD. The medicine is over at the Pokemon Center. Me? Okay. We went to the Pokemon Center and Nurse Joy handed me a bag of medicine. Nurse Joy, I need you to deliver this medicine to the Pokemon Center in Sunnytown. Normally I'd go myself, but I'm too busy with sick Pokemon to leave the center right now. Me? You called the right person, Nurse Joy. Me and Rapidash can deliver the medicine for you. Nurse Joy, thank you so much, JD. Me? You're welcome. What kind of Pokemon is it? Nurse Joy, it's a Shelter. Me? Okay. I better hurry. I ran and went to Rapidash and got on. Me? Let's go, Rapidash. Rapidash Nate and we were off to Sunnytown. The Night Begins to Shine by BER plays. We were on the bridge and it was a breathtaking view of the ocean. At 200 miles per hour we were going fast. Me? Wow. The ocean just goes on forever. And it covers 70% of our planet. Then my ears picked up something and we stopped. We saw a biker gang on the bridge heading right at us. Me? Looks like we have company. Bad company. It was a bunch of kids riding menacing bikes and they had it all. Bad hairdos, menacing bikes, hardcore jewelry, and they were laughing and whooping menacingly. One of the members had a flag on them and the flag had a symbol with bat wings on a single-wheel bike. Me? If there's one thing I don't like above all others, it's gangs. Rapidash Nate. The gang circled us and stopped. Chopper, well. I don't think I've seen you before. Me? Just passing through. Chopper, and you are the first one we've encountered riding a Rapidash. Me? First times for everything. Now we have to be on our way. Chopper, hold it. You ain't gonna cross this bridge without a proper introduction. Me? Oh really? And why should I tell you anything? Tyra came in, she was a vicious tough girl with green hair. Tyra, when we say introduction, we mean Pokemon battle. Me? In my head, Jesse and James told me they know two gang members. One was a kid named Chopper and he had fiery hair and the other is a girl named Tyra and she was a tough one. Out loud, sorry to disappoint you toots but I don't know how to battle. But if it's a fight you want I would be more than happy to oblige by smashing your faces in. Do you even know who I am? Tyra, no. Chopper, should we? Me, you've all seen me on TV. My name is JD Knudsen, leader of Team Loud Phoenix Storm. The gang gasped in horror when they heard me say my name. Tyra, in fear, you're the famous JD Knudsen? Chopper, the one that's been all over the news? Me, the very same. Enemy of all evil and protector of humanity from jerks like you. So if I were you I would start running before I blast you all into dust. The gang all screamed and ran away. Me, Tyra. Tyra looked at me. Me, Jesse and James say hello by the way. Tyra, you know Big Jess and Little Jim? Me, I sure do. They are now former members of Team Rocket and are now on the Redemption Squad. You're more than welcome to come over to Michigan and say hello. Tyra. Thank you, JD. Me. You're welcome. See ya around. We rode off. We were now on Eleuthera Island in the Bahamas and we made it to Sunny Town. Me. We made it. And that only took 2 hours. Normally it would take 9. We saw Sunny Town and it was a breathtaking town. Me. Wow. So this is Sunny Town. Jesse and James said they were originally from Sunny Town. We rode up to the Pokemon Center. Me. Here we are. I went into the Pokemon Center and went to the front desk. Nurse Joy. Sunny Town, may I help you? Me. The Nurse Joy in the town we rode across that bridge from sent me to give you this medicine for a very sick shoulder. I hand her the medicine. Nurse Joy. Sunny Town, thank you so much. Yes, you arrived just in time, JD. Me. You're welcome. The shoulder was all better thanks to the timely arrival of the medicine from me. I went back to Michigan. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. In Vanzilla 2.0 we were flying in jet mode to the Alola region, a tropical island group that Ash went to on his travels after winning a contest. Misty. I remember the first time me and Brock went to Alola. Me. It feels like forever ago, hey? Ash. It sure does. I wonder how my friends at the Pokemon Academy of Melee Island. Me. I'm sure they're doing good, Ash. I look up where the Alola region is located and I make a surprising discovery. Me. Hey, look at this. Melee Island is located in the Maldives archipelago in the Indian Ocean. That's about 14,000 miles away from Michigan. Aline C. We haven't been there on our global trip. Me. It's mostly because it's a group of atolls. Ash. So the Alola region is now here on Earth. Clement. That's interesting. Bonnie. I can't wait to have some fun in the sun here. Alexis. Me too, Bonnie. Nico. I should catch an Alolan Mook and an Alolan Executor. Me. As long as they aren't someone else's Pokemon. Not only that, guys, but the Maldives are one of the most popular vacation and tourist spots in the world. It's like Hawaii all year round. Lori. How many islands does the Maldives have? Me. Not nearly as many as Indonesia or the Philippines. Indonesia has 18,307 islands. The Philippines 7,107 islands. The Maldives only have 1,190 islands. Lincoln. That's a lot of islands. Me. It's one of the largest group of islands in the world. Asia has one of the largest groups of islands in the world and Europe tops them all with the islands of Sweden ranking at number 1 with 221,800 islands. Everyone. Wow. Lainey. That is amazing. Nico. It sure is. But why are we heading to the Alola region? Me. The satellites have been picking up an abnormal decrease in temperature in the area of the Pokemon School and we're going to find out what it is. Ash. We'd better go check it out. We landed on Melee Island in the middle of the Maldives. It was an island paradise. Me. Wow. So this is Melee Island. Lainey. It sure is beautiful. Lori. This would literally be perfect for a vacation spot. Nico. It sure would. Johnny T. I can't help but wonder that we're about to deal with one of my old enemies. Me. I have that feeling too. Ash. I'll show you where the school is. Me. Okay. Ash lead us to the Pokemon School and we went through the jungle and we saw all kinds of new Pokemon. Me. Wow. Look at all these cool Pokemon. And it looks like you'll get your shot with an Alolan Executor, man. We saw an Alolan Executor and it was a huge and tall Pokemon. It was 35 feet tall. Me. Holy cow. So that's an Alolan Executor. It's a tall one. Nico. It sure is. Lori. That is literally the tallest Pokemon I've ever seen. Me. There are others that are bigger. Nico. Let's make it mine. Nico fired a powerful blast of fire and burned it and weakened it. He threw a pokeball and caught it. Me, way to go man. Nico, my first Alolan Pokemon. Me, and the first of many. Lincoln, me and Megan have an Alolan Vulpix. Me, that's right buddy. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has an Alolan Vulpix. Xerneas, that's true. Lainey, I still can't get over that we're now in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and now in the Nintendo universe. Me, I'm still shocked myself. Suddenly I felt a wave of cold go past me and I was cold. Me, BRR. That was cold. It felt like Antarctica. Alexis, I think it came from them. Out came an Alolan Vulpix and an Alolan Ninetales. Me, oh wow. It's an Alolan Vulpix and an Alolan Ninetales. Lincoln, I've never seen an Alolan Ninetales before. Lainey, me neither. It's so beautiful. Me, I think they'll be perfect for me. Arazam, is it okay if I come out to join you guys? Maria, sure Arazam. Aqua Maria. Arazam came out. Arazam, this place is so amazing. Maria, it sure is beautiful. I threw 2 Pokeballs and caught them. We arrived at the Pokemon school and it was a beautiful tropical building. Me, wow. So this is the Pokemon school of the Alola region. Ash, it sure is. Lainey, it looks more like a resort than a school. Alexis, it sure is a beautiful school. It reminds me a bit about Duel Academy. Me, it sure does somewhat. Except instead of with dual monster cards we learn about Pokemon. Alexis, that's true. We walked into the campus and it was amazing. Out came a man in a shirt with black shorts. Professor Kukui, Ash Ketchum, welcome back to the Pokemon school. Ash, Alola Professor Kukui. It's great to see you again. Professor Kukui, you too. JD. Knudsen of Team Loud Phoenix Storm, it's an honor to meet you. Me, you too Professor. We introduced ourselves. Professor Kukui, it's such an honor to meet you all. Me, same here. Professor Kukui showed us around the campus and we were amazed. Me, wow. Ash, the school you went to here in Alola is amazing. Ash, it sure is. Then we saw 5 kids come. One was a green hair girl with a flower in her hair. The second was a blue hair girl with blue eyes. A red and black hair boy. A blonde hair girl with light green eyes and a chubby orange hair boy. Ash, hey you guys. Mellow, Ash, it's great to see you again. Lana, Pokemon, we missed you. Kiawe, it's great to see you again Ash. Sophocles, same here. Lily, you have been doing well. Me, so you are all of Ash's friends here at the Pokemon school? Kiawe, we sure are. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Kiawe. Mellow, I'm Mellow. Lana, Pokemon, I'm Lana. Lily, I'm Lily. Sophocles, and I'm Sophocles. Me, it's a pleasure to meet you all. I'm JD Knudsen, leader of Team Loud Phoenix Storm. They gasped when they heard me say that. Mellow, it's such an honor. Lana, Pokemon, we heard so much about all of you and the adventures you've had. Me, we get that a lot. Everyone introduced themselves. Mellow, it's such an honor to meet you all. Misty, Brock, it's great to see you all again. Misty, you too Mellow. Lana, Pokemon, are you all here to find out what is causing the island to get cold suddenly? Me, we sure are. Our satellites detected an abnormal drop in temperature here. Then my dark orb detector device beeped. Me, there's a dark orb here. Mellow, dark orb? Me, when we killed Xehanort, the fragments of his evil were scattered throughout all of the entirety of the Virgo supercluster all over the universe. On planets throughout all 47,000 galaxies. Lana, Pokemon, that's a lot of galaxies. Kiawe, that's a lot of galaxies. Lori, and it will literally take thousands of years to get rid of them. Mellow, we know you can get rid of them. Me. Thanks Mello. Let's start searching for the dark orb. We were looking for a dark orb. Spy Day. Gotta hurry up and find the next dark orb. Sees a dark orb in the sand. And there it is. Spy Day sense tingles. So why is my Spy Day sense tingling? All of a sudden, an ice beam shoots towards us. But we avoid it just in time. Nico sees ice where the beam struck. Talk about a cold shoulder. Johnny Test sees that the dark orb is gone. Wait. Where's they? Looking for this. Test? We see Brain Freezer holding the dark orb. Johnny, well if it isn't my old friend, Brain Freezer. You know, every time we play together, I end up having to sit in my room with a heater on for hours. Brain Freezer chuckles. I got a game for you to play. All of a sudden, we saw a sudden snowstorm head towards us. Alexis, incoming snow attack. Forms an ice wall to block the attack. Me, Johnny, you know this guy? Johnny, yep. He's one of my dangerous enemies. His name is Brain Freezer. Me, I've heard and know of a brain freeze. It's a nasty headache you get from eating cold food too fast. It causes your brain to freeze. Hence the name Brain Freeze. Brain Freezer, maniacal laughter, and you all will be dead in ice when I'm through with you. Brain Freezer fired a blast of snow and Aline fired a blast of fire and the snow turned into steam. Johnny, snowstorm powers. Yep, I'm definitely sleeping with the heater on after this. Me, so you're the one that was causing this island to freeze. Brain Freezer, that's right. And I will turn this paradise into a frozen hell. Laughs maniacally. Iceman, X-Men. He brought a heavy blizzard to the Alola region. Anna, to Elsa, this reminds me of when you accidentally gave an eternal winter to Arendelle. Elsa, except this time, this wasn't an accident. It was caused by a scumbag. Me, I think it's time we thaw you out, Brain Freezer. Brain Freezer, summons Snowman Heartless. I've always been a joke to you heroes. But you won't be laughing now. Or ever again. Me, bring it on, you frozen freak. We transform in Power Up. Nico, Brain Freezer, you have failed Pork Belly and the Alola region. Me, you tell him, man. Then a massive ice phoenix appeared. It was a scary bird of ice and it had the heartless symbol on its head. It was called the Cryo Flamer. Me, wow. That heartless is huge. Lana, LH, look at its tail feathers. We saw that its tail feathers were the frozen pride shield that were from Vexen. Lana, LH, its tail feathers are the frozen pride shield. Killer Frost, so that's what Vexen's heartless looks like. Cryo Flamer, you and I have a score to settle, Killer Frost. Me, that voice. That's Vexen. Lori, that's impossible. We killed him and Nicole sealed him into the Book of Vile Darkness. Me, apparently this was the Heartless that turned him into the Vexen that we killed. Let's get him. Tron, 2012, let us help you too. We saw Tron from 2012, Blur, Off-Road, Bludgeon and Tantrum arrive. Bludgeon, it's time to thaw out this frozen fiend. Lana Loud summoned her frozen pride shield. Killer Frost, we killed you before and we can kill you again. Let's get him, Lana. Lana L, you got it. They flew at the Cryo Flamer and just as they were about to use their combo, the Cryo Flamer swat them away. Cryo Flamer, I'm not going to be killed by the second trick twice. Killer Frost, I swear, your nobody form was much more easier to kill. Bludgeon, let us handle it. Tantrum turned into his water buffalo form and rammed the Cryo Flamer. BLAM. Lana fired icicle shards from her frozen pride and Bludgeon turned into a tank and fired a powerful laser blast and it hit the Cryo Flamer and exploded. Bludgeon, it's combo time. Tantrum. Tantrum, you got it, Bludgeon. Tantrum and Bludgeon fired blasts of lasers and missiles. Tantrum and Bludgeon, Cybertron Arsenal Firestorm. The missiles and lasers hit the Cryo Flamer and exploded all over it. The cryo-flamer fired a massive blast of ice fire and Lana jumped in front of it and blocked the fire with her shield, and Nico flew up to it and put his hand on its head. Nico, you are never gonna be welcome here, Vexen. It's time you went away forever. Nico channeled his energy into the cryo-flamer and destroyed Vexen, and Nicole sealed him into the Book of Vile Darkness. He tamed the cryo-flamer. Now we were facing Brain Freezer. Me, you know Brain Freezer. This is one of the oldest battles that's as old as the universe itself. Fire vs Ice. Brain Freezer, that is an interesting battle. Me, it is. For 13.6 billion years, two of the most powerful forces of nature have been clashing ever since then. Fire vs Ice. Brain Freezer, that's true. Now I will kill you by freezing you all to death. Laughing maniacally. Me, you are a seriously censored up monster. I went Super Eben U 30,000 Phoenix Fire and fired a blast of fire, and Brain Freezer fired a powerful blast of cold and ice, and the blasts collided and a massive cloud of steam formed. Brain Freezer, a little steam won't stop me. May fires cold gun at Brain Freezer. My gun's more colder than yours. May's cold gun is at absolute zero and it froze Brain Freezer in a huge block of ice. Edzilla punches Brain Freezer at Smash Icicle Man. Smash. Aline was starting to fall in love with Brain Freezer and she couldn't help but feel sorry for him. She looked into his mind and saw that his mind was damaged because he failed to get the girl of his dreams and his heart turned as cold as ice. She knew that if anyone can help him, it's her. William fired a powerful blast of fire from his blaster and Onslaught fired his laser gun. William in off-road. Super Fire Spark Storm. The blasts combined and the laser blast turned into a flaming spark wave and it hit Brain Freezer and destroyed the Dark Orb. The Heartless were destroyed and we got a tremendous power boost. Blur drove at incredible speed and Tron 2012 was on him. Tron pulled out a cyber sword. Blur and Tron 2012, Cyberspeed Sword Slash. Tron slashed Brain Freezer at incredible speed. Iceman, X-Men Final Smash Time. Whiteout Blizzard Blind. Iceman fired a massive blast of snow and ice and it was so blinding that Brain Freezer couldn't see anything. Alexis, now it's my turn. White Knight Dragon Storm. Alexis summoned 3 White Knight Dragons and she and the White Knight Dragons fired a tremendous blast of ice fire and froze Brain Freezer in ice. Aline then grabbed Brain Freezer. In the air, Brain Freezer looked into Aline's eyes. Brain Freezer, you are gonna freeze. Aline see, fire wins. Aline then kissed him on the lips and it thawed him out and his skin returned to its original color and his hair was black. His armor and weapons shattered into a million pieces. When it was done, Brain Freezer was completely cured. Brain Freezer, why did you kiss me? Aline, it was the only way to thaw you out. Brain Freezer, no. That wasn't supposed to happen. One of you was supposed to either kill me or knock me out. I can't go back to the Legion of Doom now. They'll make fun of me. Eddie, don't worry. They won't. Because we're taking you to one of our prisons. This one will be a bit ironic. Me, yep. Nico, you take him to the Antarctica prison. 25 years will do. Nico, you got it. Aline C, I'll go with. Nico, okay. To Brain Freezer, it's to the brick freezer for you, Brain Freezer. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. In Antarctica, Brain Freezer was locked in a special cell in solitary confinement. Brain Freezer, to Aline, you think just because you kissed me, I'll eventually change my ways? Fat chance. As soon as 25 years are up, I'll be back to committing crimes. You'll see. Nico, oh, we will. 25 years is plenty of time for you to have a change of heart. Aline C, I will help thaw your frozen heart, Brain Freezer. I love you. Nico, it could have been worse though. Brain Freezer, why is that? Nico, at least you're not dead. Brain Freezer, true. Nico was smiling. Nico, See ya around in 25 years, brain freezer. You're gonna need it. They left. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Back in on Melee Island, we were having an awesome time. But then a bunch of rotten gang members came out. It was Team Skull. Me, who are you dirtbags? Black, we're Team Skull and this is our beach now. Me, no one owns a beach. So you guys better make like rockets and get lost you. Censored. Blue, why you? Pink, no one talks that way to us in lives. Black came at me and he was threw a punch and I blocked it and kicked him in the face and knocked him out. Me, you just pissed off the wrong person. You don't have any idea who you are dealing with. Pink, oh we don't hey? Blue, now you will die. They all charged at me and I unsheathed my sword and slashed them at incredible speed. I then sheathed my sword and when the hilt hit the sheath, their clothes were shredded apart into slivers. Think of how Trunks slashed all of Frisia's men into pieces with his sword, until only their underwear was showing. The members of Team Skull were gasping in horror. Pink, who the hell are you? Me, my name is JD Knudsen, leader of Team Loud Phoenix Storm and I'm evil's ultimate nightmare. Consider losing your clothes your only warning shot. Next time it will be your lives. The members of Team Skull gasped in sheer horror when they realized who they were talking to and they knew I wasn't bluffing. They ran in pure fear. I smiled knowing they won't come back. Me, stupid, censored. Nico, who were those guys? Me, they were some group called Team Skull. Me, those guys looked like they were nothing but trouble. Me, they sure were. Nico then smelled something awful. Nico, hey who ripped one? Me, in defense, it wasn't me. Oh boy I hope Lori isn't rubbing off on me. Then an Alilan Moog came out. Me, oh wow. It's an Alilan Moog. I've never seen a rainbow color Moog before. Nico, it sure is a cool looking Moog. May, it's neat. Nico caught it. Iceman, X-Men, this was an awesome island adventure. Everyone needs a vacation every now and then. So have fun while it lasts. The end. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Another fanfiction complete. Brain Freezer is one of the strangest villains in all of Johnny Test. He is a villain with a heart of insane ice. Nico-chan 11 gave me the ideas for this one. Thanks man as usual. Let me know what you all think. I came up with the first 2 parts of the chapter. See you all next time.